Until about the sixth inning. They got the two and then another one. Then we came in and Alcantara hit a big two-run homer to get us back in it. And then we went out and walked back-to-back hitters to start the next inning, and both of them scored. And after that, it kind of fell apart. We had a lot of walks after I guess about the fifth inning on. It was a lot of walks, and it aided them along and ran up pitch totals on us, and we just could never get nothing going against that pitcher either. So you got to give him some credit. He kept the ball down. The umpire was a low ball umpire tonight, and he was able to keep the sinker down and pitched effectively both sides of the plate. I don't know if it was enough to win, but we got back in the game, and then once it got out of whack, we just never had nothing going on for us.
Burr had started off pretty strong, had 7 strikeouts, then got a little bit of trouble there in the 4th inning.
Well, that inning and then the next one was a big one for me when he went out and had back-to-back walks. And in the game, when you're down a run or tied or it's close, the worst thing you can do is start walking people. And from that inning on, from the sixth inning on, we walked like 5 or 6 guys, and you're not going to come back in it. And at that late in the game, too, and you're down a run, too, and we throw that many balls, and it's ball 1, ball 2, or a hit, and then it ends up being a walk. It just takes all the steam out of your offensive plays. They got to play defense and come in and try to hit. And we just went really quiet and slow. It turned into a dull, lifeless game after that. And a large part of it, pitching dictates the whole flow of the game. It really does, from start to the end. And when you don't have to sit out there for 30 and 40 pitch innings, you have more energy and more alertness. And just it all added up to where it wasn't a good game for us.
The 2 walks in the 6th inning, then the play between Cabrera and Lopez on the bunt single, the play by Youngman, was that really the play that changed the game?
No, I think it was the walks. I mean, they set up the inning because of walks. They didn't earn them, and it was down at the bottom of their order too. And we put a couple guys on these, 6 walks, 7 walks, they bunt 8 and 9, and they ended up getting 2 runs. So we just got to, as a whole, as staff, we need to find ways to eliminate the base on balls. And that's been our Achilles heel thus far. You look at the hit totals per inning, no, we're not too bad, but the walk totals, and we all know in baseball, walk score, like that 2-run inning, what happened? They walked the guy, Cabrera, and it ended up being a 2-run homer. So anytime walks in the middle of an inning, it seems that they score. And it's not only here, it's in the big leagues, it's all over baseball. And it's pitching staffs who find ways to make people earn it by putting the ball in play and giving your defense a chance. It takes more hits to score them that way. Plus, the main thing to me is just their alertness how you play. And, when you are snappy, you're in and out, or it balls in play, even though the hits, you're running around. But it's still the kid in us. We didn't like as a kid when you're 5 or 6 years old to stand around. You like something happening to run around and be active. And when you do, you're keener and sharper, and that carries over to base running, to defense, to offensive end of the ball.
It's kind of been the opposite with Huntsville. They've came out 3 straight nights and just had 3 quality starts.
Well, they haven't walked a lot of guys either, and that's part of it. But they've pitched good. We've only scored 6 runs in 3 games, and we've got to do better offensively too. But we need to find a way to win the close games that we make people earn the runs. And a lot of our games lately we've been in. We haven't been blown out in many games all year. Really blown out when somewhere middle-late innings we've had a chance to win. And it seems like the teams who don't walk people or don't make errors have been winning those games. Unfortunately, the ones that we have been losing, it comes down to one of those 2 areas.
Lopez gets hit tonight, has to exit the game. What's the latest on him?
I don't know. He tried a ball off his foot last night or 2 nights ago, and he's been bothering him. He was going to catch today and be off the ball, and then unfortunately that pitch hit him in the same spot. He went to get x-rays, but Scotty, the trainer, doesn't think it's anything serious. Hopefully it's not, so we'll find out.
Lastly, Hatley gets promoted to Iowa. You're 1 short in the bullpen. When do you expect to maybe get somebody to replace that?
That's something the organization to figure out. Right now we got 24 guys. It will play how long we have to. All you can put is 9 or 10 out there at a time anyway. As long as we got enough to do that, we'll be all right.
Thanks.